From heroic tigers fighting leopards, brave dogs disarming intruders, to whales protecting humans, these are animals that got captured saving people's lives. This research diver had a rule that while studying whales, she would never get too close to them because of how huge they are. But this particular humpback whale decided to break that rule and got too close for comfort. But a few moments later, she realized that the whale had closed the distance in order to protect her from a tiger shark that was lurking in the waters near them.
And then, as the shark circles, the whale does the unthinkable. Reaching underneath, he lifts Nan out of the... This situation is getting out of hand. A whale protecting a person is like an elephant protecting a puppy. Finally, Nan's able to get back to her boat and exit the water in one...
If you're still waiting for your knight in shining armor, look no further. This dog won't only go on long walks with you, but will be prepared to get rid of anything you're scared of, even a snake. This black bear decided to venture into the suburbs and was following the scent of a man. But it soon regretted its choice when a tiny dog zoomed towards it like a torpedo to protect its human. Scared for its safety, the bear ends up climbing a tree with the doggo shouting at it from the ground and showing him who's the boss. Hopefully he got lots of treats after that. Who said only pets can be caring towards humans? Sometimes even a tiger knows when they need to protect their human from a leopard attack. That was almost as crazy as the dog who attacked an armed robber to save his owner later in the video. Before we see it, make sure you click like and subscribe. Now you've heard of rescue dogs, but have you heard of multitasking ones? This little furry friend realized his human could get injured if he jumped into the pond. So not only did it prevent the kid from going near it, but also helped him retrieve the ball that had fallen inside the pond. How heartwarming is that? They say cats don't care about anything. So would you believe they would take a bullet for you? This cat took a bullet that went straight into its family's home, saving the life of a little child. The fluffball can parade that scar with honor. Timing clearly matters a lot in cases like these, and it seems like this German Shepherd understood that perfectly when he used his amazing reflexes to save a 6-year-old kid from a vicious dog. A case that could have ended with this man dying in his own bathroom after suffering a major fall and lying there for 16 hours, switched completely when his pet cat brought the phone to him so that he could make a phone call and get help. Make sure to always talk to your pets. Turns out they might understand us after all.
So I said, Fluffy, ring-a-ding, Fluffy. And I says, you're my only hope. And he was. It wasn't even 5 minutes later, I felt something hit my hand. And I'm here because of it.
Someone who can't walk around with honor is this robber trying to break into an old lady's house. The only fault in his plan? A 90-kilogram Great Dane willing to protect his owner at all costs. Safe to say, this Great Dane should be called Great Protector. What seemingly started as this woman just cleaning her dishes and loading them into the dishwasher takes a dark turn when her service dog senses a medical episode is coming. He urges her to sit down on the floor and immediately grabs her medication off the countertop and gives it to her. He's not the only one who could be on that squad though. When an armed robber entered this man's shop, the dog did everything to help his owner beat the culprit up. The situation could have gone much worse, but thankfully both the man and his dog were able to fight off the robber with amazing teamwork. While this little boy was outside by a creek with his sister, they accidentally stepped on a rotten log that had a beehive on the inside. The bee attack left them unable to move, but their beloved Pitbull heard the screams and helped drag the boy closer to their home, where their mother finally heard his cries. In a world full of service dogs and trained support animals, no one would have thought that this woman's pet pig would be the one to get help for her when she was having a heart attack. Not only did the pig go outdoors and lie down on the road to attract attention, but also successfully brought the people to its owner in time.
All Lulu was doing was leaving the trailer through a doggy door, crossing the front yard, and laying down in the road, hoping to stop traffic. With each rejection, Lulu would return to the house to check on Joanne. Dead Piggy came to life.
We followed Lulu back to our trailer. and pounded on the door.
Your pig is in distress.
I said to him, "Oh, thank you, God, and please, I'm in distress, and call 911 for me."
These adorable rescuers don't just exist on land, but deep in the oceans too. Can you imagine how relieved this person must have felt when a group of dolphins acted like their personal bodyguard in the water while a shark was casually chasing after them? It's amazing when dogs can recognize when something is instantly wrong with their owners. So when this dog saw his owner having a seizure mid-walk, he knew he had to instantly grab someone's attention and get help. Parenting can be tough. Most of the time you just have to stop your kid from, well, dying. Don't worry though, because it looks like this cat will protect your kid from any type of danger there is. It's a scary world out there, especially when you're a girl walking on the streets alone. Thankfully, when this girl was about to get into a kidnapping situation, a nearby dog knew exactly what to do to scare the disgusting trash away. In the same way, when this blind dog heard someone on the beach was in danger, he raced 150 yards to save a girl from drowning. He might not see, but he heard the struggle no human could have. A hero indeed.
The blind dog raced over 150 yards down the beach. Over the roar of the water, he had heard something that no human ear could detect. Guiding on Lisa's voice, Norman fearlessly paddled straight toward the drowning girl. Lisa managed to grab onto him, and he towed her back toward the sound of Annette's voice and safety.
While some dogs won't outrightly throw the danger away from you, they can certainly alert you to it. For this guy, things could have turned pretty bad when a poisonous snake was lurking around his feet. Thanks to the dog's barking though, he was able to instantly jump away. Ever see an animal protect humans from their own kind? Well, this lioness knew she had to intervene in some way when her lion husband started attacking a zookeeper. Not sure what would have happened if she was not there.
Não se joga, quando se joga? Quando se joga? Quando se joga?
And I'm not sure what would have happened if this husky was not there when these angry pit bulls launched an attack. Luckily for this man, he had his pet husky by his side who was able to successfully get the little devils away from its owner. Security systems and cameras are cool and all, however nothing works better in preventing a dangerous armed robbery than having an angry loyal pet to chase the criminal away. Loyal doesn't come to mind when thinking about elephants that have become some of the world's most adorable creatures ever. But on top of all that cuteness, it looks like a baby elephant would even jump into a moving river to save a human from potentially driving. Anything that bites is clearly dangerous. At least that's how this dog saw it when a random goose started biting its owner out of nowhere. In the end, let's just say thankfully no one was hurt. Next on the list of animals you didn't think could care about us is this horse who spotted a man lying on the ground after falling off his wheelchair. The horse knew he had to help or else this man could be in trouble, so it laid down on the ground to help the disabled man climb up and bring him to safety. It's incredible how so many training systems are out there to help wild animals detect people in danger. Just like this wolverine who wasted no time in digging through a huge pile of snow to save a man trapped deep inside it. Sometimes even the neighborhood dogs are smart enough to know when something doesn't belong there. Like in this instance when a leopard was about to attack a man, but a pack of dogs showed up out of nowhere to chase it away. Getting hit by a charging cow can feel pretty terrifying, but it's a whole other thing when there's a gang of them involved. Luckily for this girl, her shepherd was there to make sure none of the cows were even remotely close to harming her. Did you know about the anti-natural disaster dog? Well, this little guy right here knew a random wave of intense wind was definitely up to no good, so he tried his best to stop it, and in that process, ended up preventing an entire tornado from forming. Old age can have many people feeling incredibly lonely, but this dog not only acts as his disabled owner's friend, but even helps feed her. It looks like dogs don't just protect their owners from danger, they would also prevent a random stranger from getting hurt by a falling branch with their amazing instincts. While we're talking about having amazing instincts, let's not forget about cats. This four-legged security guard knew the stairs were dangerous for the baby and knew exactly how to prevent him from going towards it. Gorillas have been termed as unpredictable creatures for many years, but this one will have you changing your views, because when a child fell into its habitat at the zoo, the gorilla knew something had to be done. So he instantly cradled the boy and took him to the nearest zookeeper. Crossing a road while you're in a wheelchair can be tricky, and there's always a possibility of vehicles bumping into you in the most dangerous ways. Not if you have a dog friend helping you on your journey. When a cowboy decided to help a sick calf lying in the field, his horse knew Mama Cow would be pretty aggressive, and tried his best to protect their owner from her attacks while he tried to figure out what was wrong. Dogs will put themselves in danger just to keep you safe. Yet this dog took it to a whole other level by becoming a traffic cop and helped the children cross the road. Cats might seem like they don't care about you, but they're the first ones to act when danger is near. This kid was happily cycling on his driveway when a dog attacked him. Luckily, the cat Kung Fu kicked him away. Even though the husband of this woman wasn't a fan of his wife's pet parrot making noise around the house, he'd soon come to be grateful for it. During the night when a fire broke out in the laundry room, it was the parrot's insistent screeching that saved their lives. Pit bulls are always labeled as dogs that have no self-control and are extremely violent. This precious doggy showed all the haters wrong and proved that he'd do anything to protect his owners, even if it meant going up against a potentially armed burglar. This sweet little girl was playing outside in her yard with a baby goat, when all of a sudden the goat started charging towards her again and again and attacking her. But before the parents can do anything about it, the family dog rushed to the aid of his baby sister, attacked the goat and chased it away to another part of the house. Tiny dogs might not pack enough power like bigger dogs, but oh boy do they have zero fear of anything that crosses their path. Just like this tiny doggo who decided to stare down a mountain lion that was standing on their porch. Judging by how the feline didn't move forward or attack, it knew not to mess with the dog. Tiny doggo 1, ferocious wildcat 0. Babies are curious about the world around them, and in pursuit of that curiosity, they don't take into consideration how dangerous some situations can get. Like in this instance, the baby was crawling on a wooden stand and got dangerously close to the edge. But don't worry, the cat lying on the ground was swift enough and stopped the baby in its tracks. Animals keep saving people from danger, and these ones were caught on camera. What about catching people whose job it is to be in front of the camera when they mess up live? From very hot weather news to chairs with their own will, you have to watch the funniest bloopers captured on live TV. Well, this video is over, so you might as well see it. What are you doing? Just click it.